this woman came in. She was very nervous. She was quite upset. She had been on HIV medication. She was HIV positive and had been on treatment for years and years and years. And she had heard in the immediate aftermath of the funding cuts, that in the aftermath of the stop work order that paused all U.S. financing, that HIV services had been cut off, that they were just finished. So she thought she had lost access to her life-saving treatment. So she traveled, she went from Malawi, she crossed over into Zambia to buy black market antiretroviral drugs to keep her, to keep herself safe. She started selling off everything that she owned. She, sold her business. She made every effort she possibly could have to stay on HIV treatment. This is all happening against the backdrop of there's no community health workers then to inform her that services still exist. There's no outreach happening. That component was completely dismantled by the US. And I think it's just a testament. But so finally, she kind of got word, you can go to the clinic. They still have drugs. And she went with like the last dollar she had. She left a will for her children behind because she thought she was going to die. It's just this really heartbreaking story, but also just testament to like how committed she was to staying on HIV medicine. And I think that's what's being lost, in the United States. It's very kind of patronizing. Like, we gave you all this funding, you haven't done anything with it. You haven't, internalized these programs yourselves. And it's like, people really did. People took, have made huge efforts. That communities have really rallied around this funding, have turned it into programs. People have been, committed themselves to HIV research, put their bodies on the line. So this was a partnership that's been dismantled. Somebody like Mercy did everything she possibly could to take advantage of the beneficence of the United States government, and just to kind of cut people off and just say, this partnership is over. Without any kind of warning. It's just so cruel to see this like repeated over and over and over again in these communities.